Welcome to Tales from the Tips. What are you doing?
Showing off a sponsor.
You can't see it.
Yeah.
You need better lighting.
The light's on.
I'm DA. That guy? That's 15-year Tour Caddy Mick Middlemo. We're just a couple guys that love to talk about the game of golf, both inside and outside the ropes. We come at it from a much different perspective. Mick.
Yes, sir.
Who are you trying to promote?
This is Chris Fortney. I'm just giving Chris Fortney a shout out, plug. Haven't spoken to him for a while. I think he's forgotten who I am.
Chris Fortney, our resident Georgia section PGA professional, a member of the wonderful group of professional athletes here in the state of Georgia. And then he is also a representative of Golf Supplies. So
someone just texted me. Someone just said, am I hungover? No, I'm not, James.
Yep. Oh,
do
boy.
I look hungover? Do I look hungover?
Uh-oh. Somebody's, look at that. They've already called you out. Well, you're not working today, so, I mean.
Well, I'm not hungover. Who gets hungover on a Wednesday?
Well, it's Tuesday.
It's Wednesday here. Morning.
Well, you could be. Then you could be. Well, you.
No, not hungover. Had a very quiet night last night. Just a few beers with Dad. I did have 2 Jamesons before I went to bed, but no, definitely not hungover, James. Thanks for saying I look terrible.
Just so, because I don't want Chris to get mad at us. Chris is also a regular fill-in here on the podcast, and the company he works for is GT Golf Supplies. That's what your hat says on it.
Fact.
Okay.
I think he's playing golf with James. Aren't they playing golf somewhere
today?
Are.
You know, it's funny. Okay. Here we go.
Kindaloo Forest.
We're getting text messages coming in live while we're on this. This is good. Yes. So here's what we got. Fortney is playing with James. They are playing this week
at Kindaloo Forest at Valdosta, Georgia.
In Valdosta, Georgia.
Been there many times.
They're playing there tomorrow. So they must be watching this together because.
How cute.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
So I got the pairing sheet.
Yeah, I read it this morning, and there's a lot of low handicap people there. There's
a lot of low handicap, and then you get to Group 13A.
James Porcello, 14?
No. They spelled his name wrong, so that's one. Brian Lehman. Plus 14. Porcello is claiming he is a 6. And Doug is an 11.
The sandbagging?
100%. You look at the rest of the groups. You look at the rest of the groups, and
I'm not claiming this sandbagging. That's you.
I did. I texted him it. I said sandbagging.
Mm-hmm.
The next group that actually comes anywhere close to a handicap that high as a team, that's Team 1B. But I think they may have a little bit of an advantage because they are from Valdosta, Georgia. So I think there could be some sandbagging.
It's not my favorite golf course either, by the way.
I've never been there.
Yeah, well,
don't stop. Well, I've got to find courses between Atlanta and, North Tampa, now that, my middle one's moving down there for college here in the next couple of weeks. I've got to find some courses that I'm going to have to play, Mick. So if I
don't think there's a Twin Peaks in Valdosta yet.
Probably not yet. That's probably why James is on this trip, because he's
on to James.
Shelton.
You probably don't need one down there. A lot of hillbillies in Valdosta.
What? Hillbillies like beer?
Yeah, I'm not. Not my favorite. Not my favorite golf course. Anyway, good luck to the boys down there playing tomorrow. We will keep you posted. We will keep you posted on how they finish.
Okay.
But with those handicaps, they should win.
Before we get into last week,
cheat more than Wyndham Clark does.
I have a feeling we've got Mick is going to go on a rant about something. I'm riled up. You're roiled up. Oh boy. So before we go into last week's win in Detroit by first-time winner Michael Thor Bjornsson at the last Rocket Mortgage Classic. Way to go, Dan Gilbert. Way to, give to the community and then bail on out of there. Way to go, buddy. After the nice, beautiful redesign. And Mick, we'll talk about the redesign there at the Detroit Golf Club. Rave reviews by the guys. But Mick, I have a declaration to make.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I've been convicted.
Of what?
Well, wasn't a crime. But I got to say this. I attended an event last Saturday with my oldest daughter. The event was called Hue Rocks. Now, for those that don't know what Hue is, it's a fitness center. They have chains all around here in Georgia and I know around the country. But they created an event called Hue Rocks. It's a workout event, Mick, just so you're aware. If you see that medal right over my shoulder over there, that's a medal that I acquired from my Spartan race. And so she asked me to attend with her because we could watch, and I was interested in going to see what she was doing. And we have a family friend there, Michael Hogue. Now, Michael's father passed away tragically a couple of years ago. Tiana and Lynn are really good friends, and Michael now is working at the gym. And so he goes, Mr. Dave, we got to get you back in. We got to get you back into shape. And I said, Michael, I am in shape. I'm round.
Round is the shape, buddy.
Round is a shape. And I go, and I feel fit as a fiddle. And he goes, I think we could do some work. I think I could do some work with you. And I said, the last time I had somebody say that, I was doing an event like this. And so my daughter then turns to me and says, Dad, you and Mr. Ben can do this. And I went, oh, no, don't do this. And she goes, I'm going to tell Mr. Ben tomorrow night when we see them. And I'm like, don't do that. No, don't do that. So, of course, she took lots of videos and lots of photos and then proceeds to show my good friend Ben Rao these videos. And guess what I'm doing next year, Mick? Hue Rocks 2027. I started my workouts yesterday. I can't move my arms.
Well, that's because it's a stupid idea.
I knew you were going to say this. But, Mick, you know me. Challenge laid, challenge accepted. I'm going to need your help, your coaching, your advice, your guidance.
You're getting nothing from me. Zero.
I'm getting nothing.
You're a grown man. You make your own stupid decisions to join a gym. That's up to you. I walked 18 holes of golf yesterday carrying my bag. First time I've walked 18 holes of golf since I quit caddying.
Oh, by the way, we have gotten some feedback about you turning down the opportunity to caddy at the Australian Open.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying you're crazy to come back to the United States, not only in December and in Georgia, but to turn that down.
What's wrong with December in Georgia? The weather's beautiful inside. The weather's beautiful inside Gustons.
Well, you can come to Gustons at any time.
Yeah, well, I can't do it now. I got to work. Anyway, but I appreciate those people saying I should caddy in the Australian Open, but I will not be doing it this year.
They're championing you. I'm telling you, Mick, we're getting a group together.
Just understand one thing. I walked 18 holes of golf yesterday for the first time since I quit caddying, and I nearly died last night when I went to bed. My legs were that sore.
Well, see, maybe you should be working out with me then.
No, not at a gym. No, I would rather walk around a golf course and chase the little white thing around than sit there and lift things that do nothing for me.
Perfect. Okay. Now that I got that out of the way, and I was called
I'm giving you zero support on this effort. Zero.
That hurts. That hurts.
Good.
I have supported everything that you've attempted to do, and this is how you...
Look what happened last time I went to the gym. I tore my MCL.
Well, this is true.
So I'm not going back to the gym.
Very, very true. Okay. now that we've relived that. We're going to start with the Rocket Classic, log jam all weekend long. Good to see Xander Schauffele finally make an appearance this year.
A good last round.
Finds his way into second place. But obviously Michael Thorbjornsen, with his first victory. Mick, we're also going to talk about the redesign. And then we head to the PGA Tour's final regular season stop. I call it the Greater Greensboro Open. Most people now call it the Wyndham Championship. You love the golf course. So,
17 holes of great golf.
17 holes of great golf and one, not so much.
Not so much. The 18th. Not a big fan of the 18th, but we've mentioned that before, so I won't harp on it. 17. I actually love that golf course. It's a very good golf course.
With that, sir, we will have our final pick before we get into the FedEx playoffs and
playoffs.
And then we got a tribute.
Yeah.
And we have a rant.
Yeah, got a rant.
So if you are ready, sir.
We need a segment, maybe like Mick's Rant. Every week I could rant about something.
Isn't that what this podcast is?
I could rant like there's no Twin Peaks here in Melbourne, Australia.
Well, we know a few people.
Good place for it.
I mean, we could probably convince James to talk to somebody.
Well, maybe James could come over and do some research, and we can play some good golf courses here.
I think a business trip is in order.
Yeah, well, you can't because you got to go to the gym. We don't have gyms over here.
That's not true. I've seen your athletes.
We don't have rocks gyms or whatever you call that thing. Anyway, Move on.
So if you're ready, sir.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's grip it and rip it. Okay, let's start with Michael's back nine on Sunday, a 30. Final round 63 to take home the win.
Comfortable win.
Yeah, and obviously I think ended up being a 2-stroke victory over Xander there at the end. Wanted to get your thoughts really though, because it really was, Cam Young and everybody else, so to speak, going in, and you and I talked about that last week when we were doing our picks. What did you think of, how did you like the tournament, and how do you think the tournament turned out?
I actually like the golf course. I think that's a good winning score. I think 18 under is a fair result. I think anywhere between 12 and 18 has always been my go-to, winning on the PGA Tour instead of 30 under and all things like that. It was a kind of a bunched leaderboard. I thought it was a good tournament. The golf course looked amazing. Golf course really, I've never been there, but the golf course looked immaculate. I think the whole tournament, I think they did a great job with the whole thing.
Well, and that's, for a redesign, literally moving dirt as soon as that last putt dropped. I thought the course played exceptionally well. I think, the
greens look good. Greens look fair. They didn't look, there was no elephants buried under them per se, but I thought the place looked great. I thought the setup was fantastic.
No elephants, and it didn't look like you hit the cart path when you hit the green.
No, it was nice. Well, I actually don't mind that. I must admit, I like the firm, fast greens.
But there's a point of firm, fast, and really tight and tough.
Yeah.
And new greens are typically compacted so greatly that it takes a few years, and obviously Eastlake is still experiencing that. Now we're year 2 into that redesign. But the feedback from the players is what was outstanding. I mean, even the guys that missed the cut were raving about the golf course. I really wish the tour would keep a tournament there so that we can see what that golf course actually can become. Because I think it'll grow some teeth eventually, and I think 18 under is going to be one of the lower scores, but you had 3 rounds rating at 61, both Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So, and then a winning score of 63 on Sunday. So, interesting. Wanted to get your thoughts though on the job that, JJ Jakovic did with, Michael Thor Bjornsson. I think having that veteran caddy, on the bag, I think probably helped this young man,
it certainly helps. Absolutely. It certainly helps having, a veteran on the bag, and, they look like they worked beautifully together, to tell you the truth. But yeah, he played beautifully. He played beautifully down the stretch. I mean, you shooting 63 on a Sunday to win a tournament with 30 on the back nine. Yeah, that's getting it done. That's what they call getting it done.
That's what you call getting it done.
Getting it done.
Let me ask you this.
A lot of guys who had chances in the last round who didn't get it done.
No, and that's, I mean, like you look at Davis Riley, who was right up there at the top. I mean, you've got a handful of young
Ricky
players.
Fowler. I thought Ricky Fowler was going to break through. I thought he's ready to win after about how many years it's been.
Rasmus Højgaard, who had a brilliant round, 61 on Saturday. Rasmus turns around and shoots 68. Matt Wallace was in the mix. Good to see Matt Wallace back in there. A guy that, I was cheering for because he was my pick last week, Hideki, with a really nice Sunday finish with a 64.
Yeah,
finally found the putter.
He overtook my Russell Henley on Sunday. I was a little disappointed in that.
I was looking at our standings, and I was like, after Thursday, I was like, well, Russell's out to a fast start. We could be in some trouble here. And because I was worried that Hideki might not even make the cut.
Yeah, he ended up beating Russell by 3 strokes.
And then he ended up finishing T5.
I'm well aware. You don't have to rub it in.
Well, I'm not rubbing it in.
Are you always just grumpy after a gym session?
I'm not grumpy.
The gym thing's no good for you.
You keep saying this. I'm beginning to think that you're just mad at me, that I'm doing this without you.
Yeah, like I'd be doing it. Zero chance.
Right. You would be convincing me to be at Gustin's or Twin Peaks with you.
Correct.
That's what would happen.
Even with the brand, even with the pink Nikes, I wouldn't do it. Look at that.
Look at you with your pink Nikes.
Yeah. They won't see the gym, though.
Why are you wearing tennis shoes in the house?
I always do. I'm getting ready to go out and have breakfast after I finish this podcast. Oh. As soon as this podcast is over, I'm out the door. I'm going to go and have some bacon and eggs for breakfast. That healthy stuff.
I had an omelet for dinner tonight. So thank you.
Here we go.
Okay. Mick, we're back on it. Our third round leaders, 54 hole, and then they fall apart. Davis Riley shoots a final round 70. I know we're going to recycle this a little bit, but what do you think is going on this season in particular? Why so many 54 hole leaders are struggling to protect a lead?
Nerves, stress.
Okay. With that, what does Davis Riley's caddy need to do that JJ Jakovic did for Michael Thor Bjornsson?
They just need, again, like I've said in the past, they just need to sit and explore what they could have done better in the last round, how he was feeling, was his warm-up good, did they make any mistakes down the stretch, what they could have done better, and then basically say, hey, we had a third place finish this week. We've played really, really well. Let's try to build on it and move on to next week with a lot of anticipation and, a lot of good thoughts.
I want to touch on what you just said there. You brought up a really good point. Let me ask you this. As a caddy, you get into Detroit on Monday. Or, yes. Well, actually, probably Sunday night, I would
probably
imagine.
Sunday night, if I've never been there, yeah.
And you've been to Detroit Golf Club before, but now this is a brand new golf course.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? What are the first things that you're doing as a caddy out there on Monday morning, first thing?
Bright and early Monday morning, get the yardage book in hand, and off I go on a walk. All 18 holes. And really stretch it out, it'd be a fairly long morning, probably 5-6 hours on the golf course, walking it, looking at the rough, looking at the fairways, looking at the greens, best places to land it on the greens. If there's any dog legs, run outs, how far, widest parts of the fairway. If you get yourself in trouble on par fives, if you hit a bad tee shot, where's the widest part of the fairway on the par five that we have to lay up to? Where's the best part? Where's the yardages? If my guy's really good from 90 yards, is it 90 yards? Is it too narrow down there? Is it wide enough down there where you have to be? What sort of grass they put in there? How the rough's looking? Which way it's laying? There's a lot goes into it and stuff like that. And obviously things can change over the week. The wind could be blowing from the north for the first 2 days and then from the south the next, for the rest of the week. So you have to factor in a lot of that as well. So there's a lot goes into seeing a golf course for the first time. And obviously on the Monday, then we would probably, if there's not a pro-am at the course, sometimes there is, we'd play in the afternoon, maybe play 9 holes. And then Tuesday you would play 18. And then I would probably go walk the course again after. If we played early, when the guy was done, I'd probably walk 9 on Tuesday and then 9 on Wednesday again, just to have another look at it. And then you'd be ready to go with the game plan on Thursday.
So obviously you've got the pin sheets, where a rough idea of where the pins are going to be. What are some of the things, like, are all these notes going into your yardage book, or are some of them being
into the yardage book? No, into the yardage book. Some of them go to the back part of the yardage book. There's a lot of stuff written on hole by hole. When I get the yardage book, you're doing a lot of notes, a lot of run out numbers. Where I put some spots on there where you can't hit it. I'll go look at the greens and say, this part of the green, if you can't miss the left side of the green, so that I'll put a little red mark there whether you can't miss it here, you can't miss it there, you definitely can't miss it on this side. If the pins are over there. Now, if you've been to the course before, you'll have the 4 pin placement. You can just go into the PGA Tour and get the 4 pin placements they had last year, and you can keep all. But again, a lot of the times I'll have that written in the book anyway from last year. I very rarely used the same yardage book from the year before. I'd always get a new one and transfer notes over because otherwise there was just too much written. There's too much written in there, and you can get a little confused with last year's stuff, this year's stuff. So I would always transfer notes from last year's book to this year's book.
And courses make changes over each year.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if you have courses that haven't changed as much, like if you go to Pebble Beach, every year I'd get a new yardage book and then just transfer notes over. But, of course, a lot of those courses you've been to so many times that it's just a quick walk around and nothing's changed. So you just have a look at the rough and whatever, and basically just enjoy the views when you're walking around there for the 23rd time or something like that. So. But yeah, when you go to a course you've never been to before, they've done a full redesign. It's certainly a lot more work for you, that's for sure.
Well, speaking of golf courses that you have been to, we turn our attention to North Carolina and the Wyndham Championship at Sedgefield Country Club, a course that you know extremely well.
Very well.
What were some of the notes that you made as it pertains to Sedgefield?
I wish I had all my yardage books with me. But
I was going to ask you. I wish you had them.
They're actually in a. There's a couple of Nike boxes in the house I was living at over there, full of yardage books somewhere. I actually do have a lot here in the house in Australia. I discovered a bunch the other day when I was searching. It's a good golf course. I like it. You have to drive the ball really, really well there. A little left. There's a lot of shots you have to fade it. A lot of shots you have to hit draws there. I like the finishing holes except for 18. I've never been a big fan of 18. I like the finishing hole, par 5, par 3, really short par 4, 17. It's a good. I like the golf course. It's usually set up beautifully. It's always in great condition. Great fans. I can tell you the fans are really knowledgeable and very respectful. It's I actually like the whole. I like the city. I like everything about that golf team. I really do.
It's nice to go from back-to-back weeks of Donald Ross designed golf clubs. One of the things that they're obviously the big stories that always come out of the Wyndham is the cut. The bubble, the top 70 advance on to next week's FedEx playoffs in Memphis. Let me ask
another
you
one
this.
of my favorite, and that could be in my top 3 golf courses on the tour.
Yeah, despite all the complaining about how hot it is.
It's hot there. Don't worry about that.
They're turning up the heat. Let me ask you this. As we get ready for, because that's the storyline, the top 70, we'll touch on who's on the outside looking in and who's right there at the bubble. I'm going to ask you this, Mick. How many guys do you think move in and how many guys do you think move out?
Well, I'd have to go look at the numbers and see who's close and who's not close and all that sort of stuff. Well, I usually start to have a look at that on the Friday. And
so let me give you the top 5 players that are just inside the bubble. So holding positions 66 through 70.
Yep.
At 66, Ricky Castillo. At 67, yep. Matty Schmid.
Yep.
At 68, Jordan Smith. At 69, Stephen Fisk. And at 70, currently, the young rookie Jackson Koivin. Okay, are you ready for the ones that are on the outside looking in?
Yep. So I said there's 3 guys that we're going to miss there. So then I got to give you 3 that are going.
3 guys. I'm going to give you 10, and I'm going to start from 80. Matt Wallace.
In.
Tom Hoagie.
Out.
David Lipsky.
Out.
Steven Yeager.
Oh, I like the way he plays. In.
Okay, you're down to 1 left. Austin Smotherman.
Out.
Australia's own Jason Day.
He might see this. In.
Johnny Kiefer.
Well, he's out now. I picked my 3, so
I know. Well, that's why. But this is where it's going to get tough. We're at 74 is Johnny Kiefer. 73 is Andrew Putnam.
Not out.
Keegan Bradley.
Out. Still having nightmares over the Ryder Cup.
And at 71, Mac Meisner.
Not out. I'm happy with my picks.
Now here's what I'm going to say. I'll give you if the 3 any one of those 3 get in, then we're going to give you some credit there. If somebody out of left field wins, that's outside of the top 80 and moves themselves all the way up to 38th, like Michael Thor Bjornsson did, well then you can't really. I mean, there's only so much.
Well, you can't. Someone might come along and win from it. Who knows?
But I think I'm with you. I don't. Matty Schmid. I don't see sticking around. Jordan Smith. I'm with you. Stephen Fisk. I mean, geez, some of these guys they have not been playing good golf. Jackson Koivin's in there not only because he won at the 3M, but he's been playing some good golf even leading up to that.
I'm going to give you someone who's outside the top 85 who's going to make it.
Give it to me.
Because he's going to win this week.
Oh, is this your pick? Who?
Brooks Koepka.
Wow. The guy sitting at 84.
86.
86. Wait, what? 86. Hold on. I got to look at this. Get out of here. Brooks Koepka, huh? All right, let me pull up the...
You heard it first here.
Brooks Koepka. You have Brooks coming. Okay.
He's at 86. Will you not believe me?
No, I'm just looking. I'm looking at who's going to come out of there at that point.
We have technology here in Australia too,
What's that?
We have technology here in Australia too,
Well, I know you've been doing your research. Plus 4,500 too on the betting odds. Look at you go. I like where you're at with that.
Keep an eye on Brooks. Brooks is going to come from 86, come bursting in there.
Bursting. You know, I don't hate it.
Who's your pick this week?
Well, you know, that's kind of what I was looking at. Because it's been a interesting. I have a nice lead to protect a little bit unless you win. So I just need somebody that I know is gonna.
So you're gonna take a comfort pick.
Win, place, show. No, I'm not taking a comfort.
Take Cameron Young. You might as well just take Cameron Young.
I have not taken a comfort pick. I have not taken a comfort pick at all.
Just take Cameron Young so he goes back to back.
Oh no, I don't want Cameron Young.
No, why? He won there last year.
Yeah, I know he won there last year, but I don't need that.
Well, who's your pick? Stop procrastinating. Boy, you've changed since you become a health fanatic.
You know, you are really, really, ornery today.
What do you mean today? That's every day.
You know what? Because his brother didn't play well the last time you picked him, I'm going to pick Alex Fitzpatrick.
Number 19 on the FedEx rankings.
Number 19. Oh, look at who he's in. Justin Thomas is at 40.
Your boy. Love child.
Harris Link. Ooh. You know what? No. I'm changing. I'm going to take Harris English. He hasn't been playing good.
You've changed, all right.
We need to get Harris back on track. We got some work to do there. Okay. Now that we've given our picks, what are some of the other things you're looking for this week? Are you looking for guys getting ready for the FedEx playoffs, or are you looking at guys that are just going to be like they're all in, just trying to make it? What are
all in with people trying to make it? Keep an eye on the. This is when you start looking at the leaderboards intently and stuff. This is where it becomes a little more fun. Looking who can push in, who's gonna drop out, who's gonna choke a little bit, maybe perhaps. I don't like using that word, but Greg Norman made that word famous. So
you don't like using that word. I don't know why you just did that.
Only when it pertains to Greg Norman.
Oh well, okay. And who do you think runs out of gas?
Ooh. What, like this week or totally over the whole?
This week.
Oh.
They're right in the fight through 54. And then they run out of gas.
Don't know. I'm just looking at the names. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. You have to put a star next to, you have to put a favorite next to all the people who are like 64 and out to 70 and 71 upwards to see where they're sitting and stuff like that. It's very fun.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I might do that for us just so we can track. 86, man. He has to finish solo fourth or better.
Yeah, and he will.
You know that he has not played well.
He's been playing okay. I'm telling you,
he hasn't putted well all year.
That's the point. It's just the putter is getting closer and closer. I watched the last two tournaments. He lipped out so many times, and I was like, he's getting close. He's getting close. He's going to get hot. He's going to catch fire. I'm even going to bet on him to be the first round leader after this tournament, when this tournament starts. First round leader, 7 under par, maybe 8 under. Brooks
put a parlay bet down on that, huh?
Get on.
All right. Well, your boy, Chris Kirk, 127.
Yeah, anyway. All right, let's move on. We've killed that.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks Scratch Kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge.
All right. this week on Saturday is the memorial anniversary of the passing of one Jarrod Lyle. Mick, I know it's got to be good to be back home. I see the yellow cap over my shoulder. It was great to see the duck flying around there at the Open Championship with Lucas Herbert. I want your thoughts.
It's going to be a tough day. Obviously, I'll speak to Jarrod's wife. We've reached out a couple of times since I've been home. We've spoken a few times. I have the Jarrod Lyle Golf Day at his home course in Shepparton on the 29th of this month. I'll be playing in that tournament and having a little guest speaker role at the end of it, which will be nice. I've only ever played there once before, and I actually played there with Jarrod many years ago. But his sister's flying in, so I'll be able to hang out with her. And I know the family very, very well, mum and dad, and the brothers, so I'll be able to catch up with everybody there. And I'm looking forward to that day. It'll be great. Saturday will be obviously a little sad day, but I like to go back and look at the good photos and the good memories and think of the good times we had, and that'll get me through with plus a few Jamesons, and we'll be good to go.
Well, now is this remind me? Is this the course when you guys had the memorial there, where you gave the speech and you walked up the fairway with the bag?
No, that was not. That was down where he lived, with his wife and stuff like that. No, this is not that course, but this course was his home course. His clubs are encased in glass there and stuff like that. So it'll be a good day and a sad day as well. But I'm looking forward to seeing all his mates up there in Shepparton, which I've known for a long time. They were great supporters of him and all the Australian tours. They would travel to every event. We'd go up to Queensland at Coolum there, and they'd all dress out, and we'd all have a great time up there. So I'm looking forward to catching up with those boys, and I'm sure there'll be some beverages taken care
of. Do me a favor when you're at the golf outing, pick me up one of those club head covers. I want to.
Yeah. I will.
I think we'll make we'll get maybe we get James to sponsor that or pick up that for us.
Oh, I'm sure I can manage that. We can all
get him.
I'll probably maybe I'll just get 4 or 5 of them, and we can all have one on our bags. So,
okay. Well, our hearts and our minds will be thinking of him and you on Saturday and the family. I've got a golf tournament on the 20th of August. I will be wearing my yellow that day.
Where are you playing at?
We are playing Roswell Country Club.
Never been there.
You would not like it.
Why?
You would not like it. I know
Why?
that. Well, one, doesn't finish at the clubhouse.
Yeah.
2, it was built around a neighborhood.
So a lot of houses?
Yeah, a lot of houses.
No, that's okay. I lived in Orlando for 6 years, mate. You talk about golf courses go play Orange Tree or whatever it is, or Orange something or other down there, where you hit a house on every hole.
When the tee box is pointed like this, and then it makes a turn like that, and the landing area is that, not a good golf course.
Okay, well there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
But our group, Team Odyssey is defending our back-to-back championship. So we've got to try to win for the 3rd straight time. I'm bringing, as a matter of fact, our good friend James is going to be a part of my group, replacing Michael. So he's got.
Is James giving up work or something? He just plays golf every day.
I think he's getting ready to be on the professional amateur tour.
No, I think he's going to be a caddy for his daughter.
I don't think Nina will want him as a caddy on.
Maybe I'll have to get fitted for that job because she can play. That girl can play.
Well, I mean, you have to be here to qualify for that. You could have practiced at the Australian Open, but who am I to say that?
No, because I'm going to be at the Falcons-Lions game.
You're going to be at the Falcons-Lions game, yes. December 6th here In the good old city of Atlanta. Okay. Mick, you sent me a video this week.
Yes, I did.
You were very, very fired up. I'm just going to say the name, and I'm going to let you go from there.
Yes, okay.
Wyndham Clark.
Wyndham Clark has had two very, very auspicious things happen to him on the golf course. One, if you want to Google it, may have been at the US Open, which he won, where I believe he did something very similar to what Bryson DeChambeau did by stepping behind his ball to improve the lie. And then in the last tournament that he was in, he did a thing what I call trenching, where he had maybe a 3-foot putt, maybe 3.5-foot putt, and he tapped down every spike mark in front of his ball to the hole at a very firm rate, which basically pushes the grass down from his ball all the way to the hole. They call it trenching, and I believe that's exactly what he did. And I believe that Wyndham Clark is really starting to push the boundaries of what he does on the golf course. I've seen two very, very, very suspicious things that he's done. He doesn't need to do it. He's a very good golfer. But if you want to be labeled something like Patrick Reed was at odd occasions, where he may have moved sand in a bunker and said that he didn't, may have said he had a plug lie when he didn't have a plug lie. I think we're getting to a point now, and I don't want to use the C word, but just don't do it. It's been coming. I've seen two of those very shady things now. I sent the video to a couple of caddy friends of mine, and they were mortified by that video. Now, if you want to go have a look at it, we will put it up on our socials. I'll let you do that because that's way out of my pay grade. You can see the other one in the British Open. It's had over 4 million views, so people have seen that one. But this one was a little bit very auspicious as well. He doesn't need to do these things. And I haven't seen someone do that for a long time, trenching. A lot of people don't even know what that is. So if you're not sure, have a look at the video.
Until you sent it to me, I did not know what that was. I didn't even think that was a thing.
Well, if you think about how hard he pushed down that putter, knocking down spike marks, the ground is going to be lower than pushing it, so the ball tends to stay on that track. So you're basically making a track from the hole to the ball, and that's pretty much what I thought he did.
It makes sense. When you showed me the video and what you were explaining to me, it makes sense.
Now, on softer greens, it actually 100% helps. But you never used to be able to do that because you never used to be able to knock down spike marks.
Right.
But I've seen plenty of amateur golfers do it, and I've seen plenty of other people do it. But watching a person who's won 2 US Opens do it on the PGA Tour, I was kind of shocked to see it, personally.
Hopefully it doesn't.
He needs to cut it out. Just stop it.
Yeah. You're too good of a player to do that.
You're going to get a reputation that you don't want, because once someone labels you that word, you are going to be stuck with that for the rest of your career. Gary Player.
Okay. Patrick Reed.
1974 British Open. If you want to look at it on YouTube, have a look at it. Very, very suspect thing that Mr. Player may have done.
You've been very bullish on that one too.
With him, Sanans.
That is the one thing I will say that about my partner. He does not like cheaters. He does. It always reminds me. I literally am when we're playing in a golf scramble, and somebody will throw down an extra golf ball, and it'll be out of their pocket, and I'll go, "Oh, Mick would have lost his mind."
Yeah, why do you have one in your pocket?
Why?
The only reason why you have one in your pocket. I can't even swing with an extra. I don't even like too many tees in my pocket, let alone another golf ball.
No, you only need 2 tees and a divot repair marker.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it. Well, I don't even have that because I use the tees for that.
You could
even that's too heavy. I don't like those big heavy things in my pocket. Don't like it.
Yeah.
I actually don't like playing. I actually prefer playing golf in long pants than shorts, but I don't do it anymore. I used to do it all the time. I've always preferred playing golf in long pants and shorts.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm. And as you know, I wear shorts every day of the week. But on the golf course, when I was playing a lot of golf and playing golf here in Australia, even if it was 100 degrees, I always wore long pants.
Wow,
it looked more professional.
It looks more professional.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Yes.
Well, sir, what's else on the agenda for this week?
Hopefully get some work this week. I haven't worked this week, so I'm going to try to work on my golf game today. I'm going to go and hit some balls this afternoon, try to work on my driving. I'll probably reach out to one of my great mates, Dr. Jerry Gonwansakol there in Atlanta. I spoke to him this week, a great mate of mine. He used to be the PGA doctor to all the caddies. When we couldn't afford a doctor, he would always take care of us. Good man. I am looking forward to playing golf with him when I get back. I haven't seen him for a while, so me and Dr. Jerry, we're going to play some golf when I get back to the States there in November, depending how cold it is, but I'm sure we'll have a hit.
So we got to make sure, are you getting back at the end of November before Thanksgiving?
Yes, most likely.
So you're going to be...
I think it's from the 19th to the 16th or something is the plan.
So you're going to make it for the tournament.
What tournament? The Brown Grass?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there for that. I can't miss.
Right.
I haven't missed one yet. I actually had that hoodie on yesterday when I was playing.
Our team is back.
Yeah, I'll be back for that. So yeah, I got some work to do. I got some little immigration things I have to take care of, and I got some clothes over there and things I still have to take care of. So yeah, I'll come back. I got a few things to do when I get back there.
Get all that stuff taken care of.
Probably have a drink with James at the great Twin Peaks. Everybody get down to Twin Peaks. Not the one in Valdosta. They don't have one.
You can sit in the new stadium room and catch all the football games all Thanksgiving weekend long there.
Yeah, you can. And if you're lucky enough, you'll see the general manager, Billy. He'll be sitting down somewhere. So if you run into Billy, tell him I said hello. He'll be sitting on a chair somewhere.
He's taking shots at everybody today, ladies and gentlemen.
I know. I did wake up a bit feisty today.
You are a little feisty. Look at you.
Hey.
Well, thanks for teeing up with us on Tales from the Tips. If you're catching us on YouTube, make sure you give us a like and hit that subscribe button. You can find every episode where you find your favorite podcast. That's Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and now we are available on the iHeart app. That's correct. Just search under Tales from the Tips under podcast. Hit the plus button, subscribe, and enjoy. You can catch all of our content on the socials, Instagram, X, and Mick's favorite,
TikTok.
That's right. The TikTok. Mick loves to watch videos out there.
All night. Get into bed before I go to sleep. Watch TikTok for hours.
That's where he just scrolls TikTok, finding golfers who are cheating. And you can watch
bending the rules. I never called him a cheat. I said bending the rules.
Oh, sorry. I called him a cheat. You can watch Mick and I live on Twitch, and now you can watch us live on YouTube Live. Will pop up on your screen, and you can either watch us or turn us off. This is the unedited version. You never know what we're going to say. The edited version, hopefully Slim gets it out sometime tomorrow at some point.
Hello, good night, Slim.
Slim and executive producer Kim give their regards. And Mick, I hope you keep your drive straight, your putt short, and your scores low this week. We'll see you next time on Tales from the Tips. We'll be in the FedEx playoffs.
Playoffs.